What's up, everybody? Ubly here, coming back at you with another TVP or
Game paused.
PVT, and we have a pause, but let's take a moment to introduce these players. It's gonna be the Pink, Taryn, Kevin, Lee, and they're ready, so let me resume this.
Game resumed.
And the red, Protoss, Timbo, Slice. These guys are going to be playing for a two-patty burger with 3 slices of cheese. That is, the loser would have to eat that. Doesn't sound like too bad of a punishment. But on top of that, Timbo over here is playing to avenge me. I had just lost to Kevin in a random versus Zerg best of 5 where I got Terran all 3 times, which is my worst race. Very frustrating loss. So Timbo, avenge me please. This probe comes in for the scout but gets trapped. Now is he gonna go for some kind of pylon shenanigans? Yeah, he is, but I can't imagine he lets that finish. It's in plain sight, probably hoping that Kevin tries to pull too many workers. I mean, you can't make a cannon now. It's way too late. And even the probe goes down. And Kevin's gonna pull 5 SCVs in total. That's gonna be more than enough to take down the cannon behind us. Timbo has gotten his gateway. And no cybernetics core just yet. Probably wasting too much time on that pylon. And now Timbo's gonna be in a spot of trouble because this Reaper is on his way and Timbo doesn't have a stalker yet. He's getting a cannon, but not the best place for it. The Reaper can easily go behind, and this is a lot of investment for this stage in the game. It's 300 minerals into those 2 cannons. That could be 300 minerals for army, or 3/4 of a nexus. So these openings, not ideal for our Protoss player. However, he is safe for the time being, so at least there's that. Second Reaper back at home, slowly chipping away at this pylon. Reapers very poor against buildings. We'll just watch this for the next 30 minutes. Alright, it does go down finally. And in fact, it was the second Reaper who got the kill. First Reaper went all the way across the map, did all that scouting, took some damage, and doesn't get any kills. Both players getting their second base. Kevin gonna be getting it in his main, however. Timbo dropping it on location. And he does have a stalker now. Once again, this wall, very odd. This gateway is like way out in the front. I'm not really sure why. I mean, at this point I think Timbo is just living up to the name of Timbo Wall. These 2 Reapers kind of just chilling outside. They're not really going to be able to find much damage, but they can slowly work on that gateway. Gonna force Timbo to move his stalkers. And oh, almost gets that Reaper, doesn't get it. And of course, Kevin gonna be getting 2 starport Banshees. Timbo, is he gonna have an answer for this? I mean, yeah, he got 2 cannons, which is nice. Nothing protecting this mineral line though, and no robotics facility for observers for the vision. 2 stalkers, not really gonna be enough, but it will perhaps hold long enough for Timbo to get more stuff. And these buildings gonna be vulnerable. They're not protected by any cannons, so we'll see if Kevin's gonna be able to find any damage. He is aware of these 2 cannons, so I'm not sure why he went for that angle. Does take 1 shot unnecessarily on that initial Banshee. And, ooh, this Banshee is actually being revealed, so take some additional shots. However, first Stalker has gone down. Timbo has enough money to warp in more Stalkers, but still not spending his money. Timbo, please! Timbo, please! There you go. Use those warp-ins. And once again, this harkens back to that odd wall positioning. Unprotected by that cannon. He could have just put it here initially. It would have been harder to attack. Behind this, Kevin going for battle cruiser operational. Well, it's not operational just yet, but it will be. And Timbo not really gonna have enough. Not yet, at least. Throwing down some more gateways, that'll help. Of course, it requires you to spend your money, Timbo. Timbo, please! And behind this, Kevin, rock solid in his defense. He's got some tanks in case Timbo goes for the attack himself. He's got fairly good saturation on both bases. The expansion could use a little bit more, but I mean, with the mules, it's perfectly fine. First battlecruiser is ready. Second gonna be popping out in about, I don't know, 10-ish seconds. And Yamato cannon on the way as well. So Timbo gonna need a few more stalkers, and he's throwing down more gateways when he can't even spend his money on the ones he has already. So Timbo, please. And in go the battle cruisers right into the natural. 4 stalkers, not gonna be enough. They're gonna get blasted down by these 2 battle cruisers very quickly. And now Timbo, remembering he has gateways, gonna warp in some more stalkers. This might be enough. And he has blink as well, so could blink in, but ooh, look at that fancy blink micro. Look at that. Blinking his weak stalker behind. Of course, you need to tell them to go back to battle. And okay, does get both battle cruisers, loses a handful of stalkers as well. So let's take a look at just exactly how much each player has lost. 9 stalkers, 9 probes, 2 battle cruisers, 1 banshee, 1 reaper. So a lot more minerals lost out of our Protoss, but a little bit more gas lost out of our Terran. Not the end of the world for both or either players. And worker count close, but Timbo's gonna be trailing there, and especially with this 3rd base getting established, Timbo gonna go for this proxy, if you will, pylon to warp in some stalkers, but that's not really gonna be able to do anything. This, however, this little drop, this zealot drop, does get 7. Can he get 8? No, not 8. 7 SCVs, that's not bad, not too shabby. Timbo warping in some more stalkers, thinking of going for an attack, but that's not a good idea. I feel like we've seen this before, and that might have been the exact same map. And look at these painfully slow warp-ins. Jeez Louise, they're like taking forever Their buddies are like, come on, let's go. And now they're ready. Still not going though. This warp prism gonna get picked off by the battlecruiser. No point watching that. Yeah, just use the Yamato. Pew! And these stalkers still just chilling. Timbo, notorious for just chilling. But I feel like maybe I'm shitting on Timbo a little too much. He doesn't know how to play the race. Kevin, though, floating a lot of minerals himself, needs to throw down some more production facilities, spend some money. Kevin, please drop some mules, drop some scans. Oh, he does drop some scans. But it looks like he's just fully committing to battle cruisers. I would like to see double armory for double upgrades. He's pretty rich, 2k minerals. Look at him, even scanning his own fourth location. Gonna run into these stalkers, so that's a decent pickoff. But these stalkers gonna run into tanks, and come on, you cannot engage this. Look how much damage he's taking. More tanks on the high ground. Gonna continue to deal oodles of damage. Yamato's even going down on the stalkers. And hold on, actually, these stalkers doing more damage than I anticipated. Getting 2 more battle cruisers for their troubles. And they do teleport 6 inches away. And that's actually going to be enough to hold that off. It looked kind of scary for a moment there, but 2 tanks on the high ground. Way too powerful on the defense. 5 kills, 8 kills. That's 13. Yes, I can do quick maths. 13 stalkers that went down to these 2 tanks, and don't forget the however many these battle cruisers also got. So now Kevin firmly in the lead with his 3 bases, dropping additional command centers. And we see that reflected in the supply count. 99, now 100 to 55. So almost doubling the supply of the Protoss player. Getting more tanks for the defense just to solidify this wall once again. And of course, battle cruisers continuing to be pumped out. 2 more starports not really being utilized just yet. Maybe, yeah, Kevin's a little bit supply blocked, so I wouldn't mind if he dropped some supply onto these supply depots in cases like this, just to get your production going. Of course, normally you would prefer to use mules, but if you're completely stuck, it's fine to use a supply drop. Timbo going for another zealot drop. It's going to get a few workers, but does lose the warp prism and all the zealots. Will he get this tank? Nice pick off there. But still not sure if it was worth it. Now 53 supply to 128. And what the hell? Timbo floating an insane amount of money. What? You gotta spend your money, Timbo. Timbo, please. Timbo! Kevin, he is just expanding all over the place, floating his 2 additional command centers to the 4th and 5th locations, now massing up a very formidable battle cruiser fleet. And Timbo fixated on his gateway tech. Are stalkers gonna be enough to defend, or rather hold off, the battle cruiser armada? I don't think so. Let's take a look at the units. 12 stalkers to 7, now 9 battle cruisers. Yeah, that's not gonna go well for the stalkers. And oh, the battle cruiser's gonna warp straight into the Protoss base. Mules get dropped for the repair, or perhaps for the BM. Stalkers come back, they blink in, do get 1, 2, 3, I think, battle cruisers, maybe another one, but I think that might be all they're going to be able to get. Cannon actually finishes off a 5th one, but now there are still 5 battle cruisers running rampant in the Protoss base. Timbo no longer rich, and in fact he is pretty broke. I mean, 500 mils, not that broke, but no longer with the bank he once had. Those stalkers went down as well, and he just doesn't have anything left to contend with these battle cruisers. Some more stalkers getting warped in. Don't think that's going to be enough either. But Timbo does have 2-1 on these stalkers, so that's a minor victory, but very minor, as he is going to ultimately lose this game. And well, I wonder if an overcharged battery could make a difference, but it doesn't matter. GG gets called. Kevin's going to take another victory. Welcome back to game number 2 of this series. Our pink Terran player currently leading 1-0. It's Kevin Lee. In the red, Protoss once again succumbing to the air shenanigans is Timbo Schleisch. Both players gonna be making their first building on the low ground. Timbo saying, haven't seen this map in years. Pillars of Gold. It's not in the current map pool any longer, but it was in the last one, so it hasn't been that long. Timbo, please study your StarCraft history before you run your mouth. Probe goes in for a scout, does see a relatively normal timing and positioned barracks. Gonna do a little bit of harassment on that SCV and delay that barracks just a little bit, and that's helpful. Forces an SCV pull, that's a little bit of lost mining time, so decent damage already. Kevin also getting his gas. Both players, in fact, just a little bit slower for our Protoss. And we do have a forge, so we should be seeing a cannon just for the defense. And once again, a pretty odd wall, but I guess walls aren't the most important thing in this matchup. It would be if it was a ZVP, for example. But it's okay for now. And Timbo, this game, not gonna have any cannons in his mineral line. So he's gonna need a stalker or two pronto. Does start that up, which is nice. I wouldn't mind a chrono boost on that stalker, to be quite honest, as we do know the timings of the first initial Reaper should be coming in right about ba-bam now. And in he goes, gonna get this one probe for free. Gonna make his way to the mineral line, gonna force a probe pull, gets a second probe even. Lots of lost mining time. And is it gonna get away, this Reaper? Oh, the Stalker moving up, gonna not be able to get it. Oh, that is so frustrating. And this Reaper gonna just slip on out of there, gets 2 kills and vanishes into the night. Timbo cannot be happy with that. Throwing down some more gateways. Well, should be expanding or something, you know? I mean, you got this low ground wall. You have a lot of money. How come no expand though? How come you no expand? And out of Kevin, he is trying something new. He's going for a bio composition, getting stim packs already, 4 barracks. He's got a starport making medevacs. So this is something we've never seen before out of Kevin, and I don't think it's gonna go too well. I mean, he's not used to this standard type of build, standard kind of composition. So I don't know if he'll really be able to find the damage he wants. But we'll see. I mean, Marines, one of the most OP unit in the game. They only cost 50 minerals. They can shoot up, they can shoot down, they can stim, they get combat shields, they can be healed by these things. And this factory with the tech lab, very odd choice. Like, it was a conscious decision to go, alright, I want a tech lab on this factory, and usually that means sea shanks. Maybe it could mean like cyclones or something, but no, he's done absolutely nothing with it. No, we don't see any siege tanks up here. No cyclones on the map. So weird choice there. But now Kevin, he's loading up 1 medevac. Looks like he wants to go for a dropper Rooney. Looks like he's probably waiting for some additional Marines to fill up his 2nd medevac. And he's probably going to go with a 2 medevac drop. Timbo looks like he wants to try some aggression, and once again waiting for, I don't know, what's he waiting for? I mean, normally you wait for like maybe an upgrade to finish or something like that, but oh, maybe this is what he's waiting for. He's gonna catch these 2 medevacs, and that's a GG already. 20 supply gone in the blink of an eye, and yeah, that's gonna be it. I mean, wow, that was kind of perfect. GG, and Timbo's gonna tie it up. Alright, game number trace in this best of 5 matchup. Our Pink Terran player spawning in the top left went for a double medevac drop, which got caught very quickly. It's Kevin Lee. And our red Protoss, who went for some kind of timing attack. Not really sure what he was waiting for, and it just so happened to perfectly catch those two medevacs. It's Timbo Slice. Both players opening on the low ground once again. Refinery going down for Kevin. Most likely going to see a Reaper opening. Timbo going for Forge and Gateway. All pretty standard stuff so far. No proxy, cheesy shenanigans. And I wonder what these players are gonna do. Kevin tried to do something more standard last game and got punished pretty hard for it. Timbo looks like he's just been going stalkers for this whole series so far. I wonder if he has any intention of changing it up. Looks like he's making a pylon right next to his Nexus, so that might imply he wants to throw down a cannon to protect his probies. And yes, he does. But once again, these positioning kind of odd, because Reaper can hop behind here and just go blasting. I don't know why he doesn't like throw it in the mineral line. And let's see if he gets a stalker right away. Yes, he do. And the Reaper is actually not making its way across the map. Alright, now it is, but wasted a few precious seconds just loitering there. And Kevin gonna be going back to his bread and butter, it looks like, as we see the starport coming down. And are we gonna see a second one, perhaps? Maybe not. It looks like it's just gonna be a expansion. And ooh, Reaper runs into the cannon, tries to swerve, but swerves into the second cannon and loses its life very quickly. Doesn't even scout the gases, doesn't even scout the expansion. So nicely done by Timbo. Maybe it was calculated. Maybe he knew exactly the trajectory that Reaper would go. So nicely done out of Timbo. So he's getting a robo facility now. And Kevin gonna be getting a fusion core, so that's gonna be battle cruisers. And Timbo gonna need some more anti-air. All he has so far, a singular stalker. So he's gonna need more. Only one gateway so far. He is getting +1 attack, which I guess would benefit that one stalker, but gonna need some more Timbo. Kevin, he has set up his second base, morphing that into an orbital now. And first battle cruiser is already underway. Just about halfway done almost. And I would expect that he's gonna teleport that straight in, and it's gonna get massive damage, might even force the GG right away. And Timbo, way too content with just chilling. He's just macroing up, sitting on one stalker, probably feeling real good about himself that he got that Reaper, but little does he know, disaster is coming. And let's follow this battle cruiser as it warps into the Protoss base. I said, let's follow this battle cruiser as it warps into the Protoss base. Zoop! There it goes. And yeah, Timbo got nothing. He's gonna GG. Expect a GG in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. Alright, maybe not. He does have 4 stalkers now. Let's see if that's going to be enough to deal with the battle cruiser. And yeah, maybe it looks like maybe Micro not the best out of Kevin. Should have gotten out of there a few seconds ago. Maybe would have been able to escape. But 11 probes do go down. So definitely less than ideal for Timbo. But he's alive. He's alive. That's more than I gave him credit for. And he's going for robotics bait? That's not going to help at all whatsoever against what Kevin is going. Perhaps he was expecting some kind of mech. That's probably the explanation for this immortal. But now he is going to have to switch gears, go into more anti-air. This observer, did it spot anything? I guess he spotted a lot. So he knows it's 2 starport battle cruisers. He's going to need to invest more into anti-air, and he's not doing so. Still only 2 stalkers, and once some more battle cruisers warp in, he's gonna be in a world of trouble. I knew you were trouble when you warped in. 3 battle cruisers now, and they go pew. 6 stalkers against 3 battle cruisers. That's not gonna go well for the stalkers. Don't really want to engage with the cannons, at least not if you can help it, but it doesn't really matter. He takes that out anyways, and this time it's gotta be a GG. Mules on the repair as well. So 5 more stalkers warping in. That's not gonna be enough. GG is gonna come out any second now. Let's give him, I don't know, 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Half. 1/4. Alright, well. Alright, there it goes. GG. Kevin is going to take the lead 2-1. Welcome back. This is the 4th and potentially final game if this man in the top right spawning as a pink Terran. If he's able to win this game, he will win the series. It's Kevin Lee. In our red Protoss fighting for his life down 1-2, it is gonna be Timbo Slaves. Now starting things off, Kevin has sent an SCV across the map, and whoa, what happened there? Timbo canceling his first building? Very odd, and that kind of delays his tech, which is very bad against a proxy barracks, but Timbo going for some shenanigans of his own. So this might get dirty. However, in these situations, I would favor the Terran because he can lift off. Timbo going for a forge first, which is kind of weird. It's not like he's going for any cannon rush, so what's this forge for? Maybe just cannons in his mineral lines, which would actually help a lot against this rush coming out of Kevin. And oh, Timbo's actually putting a cannon down where the Reaper could potentially jump in. However, that is not going to be coming. In fact, it's going to be 2 Rax Marines. And oh, Kevin with the clutch scout. That's so crazy. Why would you send a scout out at this time? Very sus. This guy is stream cheating. That explains it. Yep. That's the only explanation. That's all it is. This guy is stream cheating. So both players, two racks against 2 gateway. And Timbo gonna need some more cannons at home. But he's going for a Nexus, and that's gonna be trouble. But is this probe gonna spot it? Yes, it does. That probe gave its life for some very critical information. Now, is Timbo gonna react? Throws down another cannon, cancels his Nexus. So nice reaction there so far. I wouldn't mind another cannon. Okay, nice. 2 cannons. I wouldn't mind a shield battery, perhaps. These Marines, 7 of them, making their way in. Is this cannon going to finish in time? Oh, it's going to be close! And yeah, it does finish. 7 Marines going to be able to fight it? No. GG gets called, and Kevin takes the series 3-1.